Dorothy, welcome to #World Food Day.
Thank you. Happy World Food Day.
It's wonderful that you're here. The first thing that I want to ask you is, could you tell us about yourself and your journey?
Sure. Well, my connection and interest in food happened a long time ago. It started with a real deep curiosity about how food really shapes people, not just physically, but also emotionally and culturally. And growing up, I had the privilege of having an Italian caretaker named Rose, and she, of course, taught me the value of food. It means care, fun, connection, and love. And those are things that I really value in my life. And so that really built the foundation of my passion for food. And here I am, lucky to be more than 20 years working in food across a variety of different sectors, in retail, in clinical, in food service, in wellness and fitness, in advertising and marketing, and many other places. And I'm absolutely delighted to say that I've enjoyed my journey, because food isn't just about nourishment. It's also about the power to change future, economy. It transforms health and it transforms communities. So that's the reason why I love to work in food. My current role is in Unilever as the Global Food Sustainability Lead. And Unilever Foods is a 13 billion euro business, and our products are sold across more than 190 countries with big iconic brands such as Knorr or Knorr, depending on where you're from, and Hellmann's, of course, sold in retail and in food service. And in my role, I work together with an interdisciplinary team and also with external partners to really set the direction of travel, to reduce our impact on climate by working together with our suppliers on the way we grow our ingredients and process our ingredients, and also together with research and development on how we really utilize technology to reduce our impact on the climate. I also work on nature in the space of nature restoration and regeneration, working together with suppliers and farmers to implement more sustainable and regenerative agriculture practices, and of course in packaging, reducing plastic and moving to more recyclable, compostable, and reusable packaging. All along the way, of course, improving livelihoods of everyone along the value chain of food. That's a really intuitive and important part when it comes to driving resilience within the food system. So with that, I work together with the teams internally and externally to drive really focused actions within our supply chain to make sure that we are really protecting our business, driving more resilient ingredients, and also driving volume by having sustainable products by design. In addition to that, I'm proud to be a founding board member of the Food for Climate League, who you will hear from Yves Turopal later, and I'm also an advisor for Planet Forward and Thero Labs, which are both climate decarbonization tech companies.
Absolutely incredible. You've got a lot going on. I want to
like it that way.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. No, it must be amazing. I want to ask you, why is #World Food Day so important to you?
So to me personally, I really see it as a moment of reflection for us to look at what we've done to improve the food system along the way, what we're aware of more now than ever, and also what needs to be done. I think it's important that although we should be proud of where we've come to, still 1 out of 3 people can't afford a healthy diet. And that's something that I think we all should not be proud of. So that's one reason. I think it's a point of reflection. The second one is actually, in particular for this year, I love the theme, which is hand in hand for better foods and a better future, calling on global collaboration. And that goes along very, very clearly and strongly with Unilever's motto in our Foods Innovation Center around, if you think you can do it alone, you're not thinking big enough. So I love it for that as well. I also see it as a moment for hope, and also these sessions coming up today that we worked on together, of course, is that today we can really turn our heads to the things that have been done and really hear what's going on, what the cool, good stuff that's going on in the world of food innovation, so that we can work more together for more impact.
Amazing. So there are so many of your friends who are participating today.
Yes.
You know, and obviously we thank you for doing such a thing. But why was that important to you?
Well, it was important to you too, because I remember back in the spring when we sat together in London and we mapped out this whole map of everybody in the value chain and who we really want to make sure is involved so that we get everybody's perspective, understanding that in order for us to really shift things in the food system, we need to hear from everybody. We need to get everybody's views. And that's what World Food Day is about. And that's what this session is about. It's about learning what we can do more of, getting inspired from others, and really moving forward. From a personal perspective, I love people, I love working with people, and I'm extremely proud of my fabulous foodie friends. So I invited some people who, of course, inspire me and have inspired me along the way, whether it's people who are looking at really changing the way we do research in academia, utilizing their forums such as authorship or restaurants to provoke different thoughts, startups that are really looking to companies to democratize better foods, and also, of course, people that are convening chefs to really drive us to have delicious food that's better for us and better for the planet, and many more. So I think the main thing is, and this is what you work on, of course, as well, is when people are inspired and when things are said, action happens. And that's what I'm asking these people to do, and my fabulous foodie friends, to help us move along this journey today to really help us drive impact together.
So, thank you, Dorothy. Unilever have supported Peace One Day, as you know, for a very long time. And in relation to World Food Day, it's been a couple of years now that we've been on this journey together. Why has it been so important to continue to support?
Yeah, well, I'm absolutely delighted that I get to be here live today. And then, of course, we'll go to Hive together. But I think there's many reasons, but I'll give you three. So I think the first one is really around the critical need to collaborate and co-create. And we're really seeing that more and more in the food system. And that's what World Food Day is all about, right? We hear from people across the value chain in relation to what they're doing and what they need to do. And the reason why we in Unilever Foods care about that so much is because if you think about it, we rely on researchers to set the direction of travel. We rely on tech experts and AI to speed up our innovation. We rely on suppliers and farmers to change the way that they're growing. We rely on policymakers to make those farmers incentivized to grow foods in better ways that will enable us to have a more resilient food supply chain. We also rely on influencers to make better food really cool, and so on and so forth. I mean, if you think about it, we have a whole web that we really need to co-create and collaborate on in order to have a good business. The second reason is that World Food Day is all about building and nourishing ecosystems. And innovation requires ecosystems, which is why the Foods Unilever Innovation Center is located together with Wageningen University and other startups because we see the need for ecosystems to work together. And what we need is really forward-thinking and innovative ways to go forward. And that's what we really see World Food Day supporting. And the third one is that the themes of World Food Day are very much aligned with our mantra in relation to bring on the taste, which is what we say we need to do. And while doing that, we are focusing on improving the way our food's grown. We're focusing on making sure we have nutrient-rich products and also making sure that those products are available to people all over the world. So if you think about it, those three things really tie it up: co-creation, collaboration, innovation with ecosystems, and themes around doing things in better and more innovative ways.
Amazing. So from today's broadcast, as you know, with the support of WFP, who we're all, of course, huge supporters of, and we wish them the well in the incredible work that they're trying to do all over the world. Yeah. But they have an incredible campaign called ShareTheMeal. Amazing work that they do, giving people meals all over the world. Yeah. And out of today, leading up to next year when we will celebrate once again and bring everybody together, we'd like to see if we can purchase 1 million meals for the ShareTheMeal. Tell me, why was it important? I mean, all of us came together, Weston, Summa, Equity, our friends at Agrifirm and Bloom, and yourselves at Unilever. Everyone wanted to see that happen. Why was it important to you?
Yeah, we talked about it a long time ago, and I said I think it'd be so cool if we would be able to do that. And, I went to an event, I guess in March, where World Food Program presented, and they said that they are getting 40% less funding this year than ever, while the stat is, I guess, 1 in 11 people actually are hungry And that's 7 million people. And that's wild if you think of those two things together. So I think on one point from an individual perspective, a lot of people think they can't do anything themselves, right? And this is providing every single viewer an easy way to take action and to make an impact, whether it's one meal or whether it's 10,000 meals. And so I think that's the nice thing to do, is provide somebody a really easy action to make an impact. And I'm absolutely delighted to share with you today, and I'm honored to share this news, that we as Unilever will be donating many, many meals, 10,000 actually, on behalf of Unilever on this World Food Day, to hopefully ensure that more people get healthy and nutritious food around the world. So I'm really proud of us for agreeing to donate that.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Thank
Well
you.
done you, and
Thank
well
you.
done all your team at Unilever.
Yes.
I mean, it is quite amazing, that Peace One Day wants to inform, inspire, and engage people towards action that we can measure, and that
Yes.
out of these broadcasts, these pieces of constructive narrative, impact like that can happen. It's very, very special
Yeah.
that this is going on. So thank you for making
Yeah.
that incredible commitment
Thank
to
you.
Share the Meal and to WFP. And
Thank
as you
you.
pointed out, their amazing work that they're doing across the entire world. I finally want to ask you, what do you hope to achieve? I mean, 10,000 meals and many
Yeah.
other meals that other people
Yeah,
will purchase
of
too.
course.
But what do you hope to achieve from an event like this?
Yeah, so I think, obviously, I really hope that the meals get across, and I'm delighted again that we can donate 10,000. The second one, I think, is really around individual impact and realizing our impact. Whether you're somebody who, sells food, grows food, cooks it, eats it, anything, any part of the food system, and we're all part of it. It's really important to notice your impact, and notice the impact that every single purchase that you make has on a farmer, on a life, on the planet. And the change that we can make by just those individual recognitions is absolutely enormous together. And that's what we're really trying to bring forward as Unilever, and that's my personal passion as well. And the other thing, kind of from an overarching perspective, is I hope that in time we see food as a means to better business, better people, better finance, better society, and an overarching better future. So that's a big, big wish.
Dorothy, it's been amazing being with you today. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for what you've done for Share the Meal, and I wish you the very best on your journey.
Well, thank you so much. I'd love to sit here all day and chat, but I gotta go. I'm headed to Hive, our Foods Innovation Center in the Netherlands, and you should come along for a tour.
Hi, welcome to Hive, Unilever's Food Innovation Center, located in Wageningen, the Netherlands. Let's go on a tour.
Hey Dorothy,
Hello, good
how are
to
you
see
doing?
President of Foods. Let's talk about this beautiful place.
Yeah, what a magic place, right? Welcome to the Hive. It's a very special place, I think. This is where our innovation happens, and for Unilever Foods, this is our lifeblood. It is pounding through this building. We have one of the best agricultural and food universities here in the world. So we work with the university, and we also have here on the campus many important suppliers to us. They are also innovative. In fact, today we have about 25 nationalities working here to bring all kinds of international food cuisines to this place.
Yeah, borderless cuisine, one of our key trends. Well, thanks so much, Heiko. You
All
better
right,
get back
great
to the kitchen.
See you.
have a lot
I'm
to
going
do.
back to innovating.
Yeah, see
Bye.
you. Let's go on a tour. Hi, Marielle. Hi. You're hard at work getting key nutrients into our products. Let's hear some examples.
We fortify our products with iodine, iron, vitamin A, vitamin D, and zinc according to regional needs. In Pakistan, we fortify our Noor chicken stock cubes to address widespread iron deficiency, delivering over 50 million servings last year.
Super, well done.
And in Indonesia, our Royco Nutri Menu program supports caregivers in preparing nutritious and budget-friendly meals with iodine-fortified Royco seasonings, which helps reduce the risk of child stunting.
Great. Thank you for making sure we get the good stuff in our products.
Thank you. See you soon.
Speaking of good stuff, let's go see what Chef Averett's cooking up. Hey, Chef Averett, what's going on in here? Looks like fermentation.
Hey,
Let's talk
Dorothy,
about
welcome.
the benefits.
Yeah, benefits. I always like to talk benefits because that's actually what we are here for, to bring benefits in the kitchens of a lot of chefs. but also consumers at home. Fermentation really is super on trend at the moment. We show it coming from the Nordics, but actually fermentation is all around the world. For instance, if you look into soy sauce, it's fermentation. Bread is fermentation. Beer, everything which we really like, which has a very deep flavor, has fermentation in it. And you reduce your food waste, so you can use your ingredients from head to tail.
Great, and it's also great for gut health, so it's a trifecta of benefits.
It's really, that's what you say, indeed.
Thanks, Chef. You better get back to cooking. I'll talk to you soon.
See you.
See ya. Well, speaking of delicious ingredients, you may be wondering how we grow them. Together with our suppliers and our farmers, we work to implement sustainable and regenerative practices. For example, in southern Spain, where we grow our Nor tomatoes, we use significantly less water so they can survive dry periods. And in the US, where we grow our soybeans, we grow them together with other crops to help protect the soil. There's lots of other examples, but we gotta get going on our tour, so let's go. Sustainability and nutrition are fundamental to our delicious products. From growing our ingredients in more sustainable and regenerative ways, to better nutritional value and less plastic packaging. Hi, Heike. Food innovation is a holistic process. Tell us the secret recipe.
Hi, Dorothy. We follow a very simple 3-step process. 1, we prepare and measure, so we use data-driven insights about nutrition and sustainability to understand what consumers really care about and how we can make a difference. Number 2, blending carefully, so we use cutting-edge science, responsible practices and cross-functional collaboration to create great-tasting products. And number 3, an open mindset. If you think you can do it alone, you simply don't think big enough. So here, partners are key. These are the 3 steps which help us to keep ahead of the curve.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Heike, for bringing it all together. See you soon.
Bye.
And that concludes our tour of Hive, Unilever's Food Innovation Center. We look forward to working with you for a tastier food future. See you soon!